What's up, everybody? Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new action figure review. Today from Star Wars The Black Series, we are taking a look at Ahsoka Tano from Season 2 of The Mandalorian. I gotta give a big thank you once again to Dan, aka Darth Educator, for hooking me up with this figure. He found this and Echo in store and sent them to me, so thank you very much, Dan. I certainly appreciate it. This review would not be possible without you. And you could see, even in package, you already know this figure is going to be a complete banger. Another prime example of a brand new Black Series figure, top to toe. There is actually no reuse this time around for this Ahsoka figure, which is absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and just take a quick look at the package. It is, of course, the Galaxy Mandalorian packaging. You can see the nice orange color for the Mandalorian. We have the mural art image on the side. Here's her bio if you want to pause it and read it. She's number 19 in the Mandalorian line. And we have a zoomed in image here of the mural art once again. Barcode on the bottom, logo on the side, nothing else on the package here. So we're going to go ahead, we'll take a look at her lightsabers and then the figure itself. Okay, and we'll start out here with the Shoto saber. You can see it is the smaller lightsaber with a nice translucent white blade here. It is a thicker blade and it looks fantastic. It is, of course, removable. The hilt has some really nice silver paint app details, a little bit of gray there as well, and same thing on the other side. And you can see it does have the hook to peg into the figure. And you can see here on top, this is her Rebels saber from the other figure. So you can see that it is actually different, and even look at how different the white of the blade is. And then we have her longer lightsaber here, which again just looks absolutely fantastic. Really nice clean paint app details on the hilt here, and flipping it over to the other side, you could see some great details. And then here we are with the Rebels version of the saber. So again, you can see that they are actually pretty different. There you go, there's a nice shot of the two hilts side by side. But yeah, her new lightsabers here look absolutely fantastic. No surprise there. I think Hasbro's really nailed down lightsabers recently. It would have been awesome to get a nice like swooshing effect. I wish they would bring that accessory back. Where did that go, Hasbro? But yeah, this is all you get with Ahsoka. I also think we could have got a cloak with her as well, just to complete the figure. I do have a nice little option for you a little bit later in the video here. So for now though, let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. All right, and here she is out of the packaging, looking absolutely fantastic. Hasbro really knocked it out of the park with this figure. Easily one of the best examples of a face sculpt plus photoreal here. I think this figure has a very strong resemblance to Rosario Dawson's version of Ahsoka. Everything from the Leku to the costume sculpt details is on point with this figure. We even have some really clever articulation to go over as well. So yeah, this figure is firing on all cylinders, and you can just see that she just poses like a dream. And she also is a very stable figure, which I'm happy to report that, considering the other two Black Series Ahsoka figures are notoriously difficult to stand up. So for now though, let's go ahead, we'll get her off the rotating base and take a close look at the details. All right, and just take a look at that wonderful, wonderful photoreal application there, mixed with the face sculpt. Just looks absolutely fantastic. It is a tad shiny, but really not as bad as some previous figures, so hey, that is a good thing. The facial markings there are also really cleanly applied as well, so this just looks absolutely fantastic. Even the headband and the Leku here are packed with details. You could see that they even have the sculpted wrinkles there this time around, and that is just some really nice subtle detailing. And the back of the head similarly looks fantastic. Moving down to the rest of the costume though, you could see that there's some nice texturing details throughout, sculpted wrinkles and ruffles and all that good stuff, and we do get a little silver paint on the belt here, but everything else is just a mixture of colored plastic. We do have some brown though on the belt as well underneath the blue, and that is all very cleanly applied as well. You can see she's got her lightsaber storage there. They're just 2 pegs this time around, so the lightsabers are a little bit tricky to get on. And then moving down, I initially thought maybe her pants were going to be Boba Fett Tython's pants, but they are actually different. So even the legs are not reuse here. Newly sculpted parachute pants for Ahsoka. I'm glad that they just decided to go all out for Ahsoka. I think she's definitely a character that warrants such a thing. And then finally down to her boots here. Yeah, they just look fantastic. I love the armor. I love the sort of like ninja foot thing she's got going on here with the split toe. And I just love her Mandalorian look. It really is just a fantastic update to Ahsoka here. The details are 100% on point. She looks fantastic. Now to seal the deal here, let's go ahead and jump into the articulation so you can just see how she moves. For the head, she can look up pretty much straightforward. Of course, the hair definitely blocks the articulation a little bit. Looking down, not very far either. She does have the double neck peg here, but due to the design of the Leku, yeah, you don't get too much out of the head. But it is still enough in my opinion, and the Leku are soft enough that they can move and get out of the way. And we do get really not any side to side at all, but of course rotation there. Her shoulders do go all the way out here, fantastic range of motion. They do rotate around, and we have very clever butterfly joints here that are just worked perfectly into the figure. This is absolutely fantastic. At first I was like, wow, they didn't really put butterfly joints on her, but then I, kind of moved the figure and freed up the joint, and yeah, this is just fantastic. Really clever design there. Her arm is single jointed, but it's a nice deep cut that gives you more than 90 degrees. You also have swivel at the elbow, and you get a grip hand here that rotates around and does feature a vertical hinge. And she does have another grip hand that rotates and also has a vertical hinge. For her ab crunch, she can only go forward about that far, but can go back a decent amount. You do get some side to side though, and rotation. For her legs, they do kick all the way up. This is a softer plastic skirt piece, so they get out of the way, no problem there. She could do the splits this far. The kickback is really nice on here. We do have thigh swivel, a single jointed knee that gives you more than 90 degrees, but does kind of look a little ugly due to the sculpt design here. You get this piece that sticks out just like Tython Boba Fett, which is a little unfortunate, but I mean, I think it could be hidden with just the right angle and posing, but yeah, a little unfortunate, but the hidden joint thing just works so well for this figure. And of course the lower knee swivels. I initially thought maybe some boot articulation, but no boot articulation. But we do have the feet that go all the way down. They go up very far, and she does have ankle pivot and peg holes. So yeah, Ahsoka is pretty on point here when it comes to the articulation. Pretty much what you would expect out of a modern Black Series figure, but those hidden butterfly joints are just absolutely wonderful. So yeah, she is extremely well articulated, easily the best Ahsoka in terms of articulation. And then if you really want to take this figure to the next level, I would definitely recommend, if you have Island Journey Rey, to take her cloak and actually use it for Ahsoka here. It works really well with the figure and is a quick fix to get a robe on this version of Ahsoka. And then boom, just like that, you have Ahsoka with a really nice looking poncho that is pretty similar to the one she wears in The Mandalorian. I think this just honestly takes the figure to the next level. I wish that they would have just included a poncho with her. But hey, now if you have Island Journey Rey, you also have a poncho for Ahsoka if you so choose. So yeah, I think that this just looks awesome. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and do some comparisons here so you can see just how she scales. First up, we're starting out with the original Rebels Ahsoka, that is the non-photoreal version, and then we also have the Walmart exclusive Clone Wars Season 7 look. And yeah, you can see that the figures are vastly different in terms of Leku length, design, skin tone. I think they all have their accuracies and inaccuracies amongst themselves, but the Mandalorian Ahsoka here, I definitely think is the best we've gotten so far in terms of accuracy, details, and articulation. Moving on, we have Rebels Sabine and Mandalorian Bo-Katan. Up next, we've got some Lukes here, the Walmart exclusive Jedi Knight Luke and the Endor Luke there, and a little Grogu down at her feet. Last for the Black Series here, we have the Mandalorian in his Beskar armor with a custom John Walker head. Next up, we have the Bandai model kits. We have the Mandalorian and the Shadow Stormtrooper. Last but not least, our import boys here, the SH Figuarts Tank Pilot and the Mafex First Order Stormtrooper. So if you couldn't tell, yeah, I think this figure is absolutely excellent. She's got great details, one of the best photoreal faces in the entire line. It is a little bit of a bummer that we don't get a cloak, but the inclusion of her sabers, and if you do have that Island Journey Rey, adding on a poncho here just makes this figure absolutely perfect in my opinion. She's definitely the best Ahsoka we've got so far. She actually stands up pretty easily, and as you can see, can hit plenty of dynamic poses. So yeah, this figure is a must-have in my opinion. Pick it up, pre-order it. If you see this figure on the shelf, don't leave it swinging there, because this is one that belongs in everyone's Black Series collection. So there you go. That was my review for the figure. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. If you'd like to support the channel directly for 99 cents a month, we do offer a channel membership where you get access to a custom Clone Trooper name badge that changes based on how long you are a member of the Basement Dweller Army, and some custom emojis that you can use on our videos and in our live streams. There's a link in the description if you don't see the join button next to the subscribe button. Big thank you to all of our channel members. Your continued support is truly fantastic, and thank you to everyone else out there for watching, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. You all are truly appreciated. I'm Nate from Out of the Basement. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.